my lovelies, Elsie here to do a collective reading. It is for all signs, and you may be represented here, or maybe this reading might be about someone else, but I am here to do a reading for the Scorpio full moon. It is going to be here between the 23rd and the 24th, depending on where you live in the world, and it is going to be intense and powerful, just like Scorpio is. It is happening in Taurus season, which is a very interesting mix of energies. So we can sort of call this the final purge of April. You know, the Scorpio energy is an energy that invites you to take a deep dive. It invites you into the deep waters to look around at what has been going on down there. What is it that you need to purge? What is it that is working for you? What is it that's not working for you? And we just need to see what's below the surface. So seeing things for what they really are is going to be a thing. And purging what is below that you don't need. Now, this is happening, of course, in Taurus season, which just began today. And so things are all slowing down. We do have Scorpio and Taurus, who are both fixed signs, right? And although the fixed signs can be accused of being stubborn, it's because we only want to do it once, y'all. We're just going to move to that finish line or the end product super, super slow, and we're going to take all the checks and balances on the way there, so we just have to do this once. So Scorpio is strategic, moves slow. Scorpio is the one that will kind of move in silence. And Taurus is the fixed energy that moves slow, takes accountability, takes accountability of what's going on around them, looks sort of through the energy of, as we're moving slowly, we look through all the details. And so it's grounded in the pentacle world, Taurus is, right? It is the 3D world, very practical. So with this energy of Scorpio and asking you to take a deep dive here, and then we have Taurus, who's had you looking at the 3D stuff, it is going to be sort of relationship oriented for some of you, because Taurus energy, Taurus season energy is about the family, it's about relationships, it's about your 3D world, and Scorpio is beckoning you to really take a deep dive into all of that and purge what you don't need. All right, so let's take a look at it here. Let's take a look at what's going on. I'm going to, as I usually do, if you've never been here before, by the way, I like to combine the energies of the oracles and the tarot. So we are going to do that today as well. Welcome here. If you've not been here before, thank you so much for stopping in here. I hope you will stay. Only need 5 more, y'all, for that 50,000. Only 5 more subscriptions. Is that going to be you? Thank you so much if that is. Thanks for staying here with us. So let's just get the cards on the table here. We've got enlightenment and potential. And that's really what it comes down to, right? There is going to be an enlightenment here in this Scorpio full moon. And the full moons are all about the release. We things that come full circle, we look under the surface, find out what we need, sort it out like Taurus would, and then we purge what it is that we really don't need. So we do have an enlightenment phase coming up for some of you. We have give it time, it says here. Everything in divine timing. Let things flow, it says. And so that's kind of the Scorpio energy we're talking about, right? And although Scorpio is intense, it's very intense energy, right? Scorpio doesn't back down from a damn thing, right? Scorpio is Mars. Scorpio is destruction, upheaval, and change. It's the death card. It's the Tower card, right? Those are all some pretty conflicting energies that cause upheaval and change. It's because Scorpio is about the purge, looking underneath the surface, taking a deep dive, figuring out what we need this month and what we don't need, and we're going to purge the rest. It's been such an active month for everybody, no matter what your sign is. It's been very active, but you will notice a difference in how things move, because we are coming out of Aries season, which I feel like went by in a flash. gosh, like I felt like I was busy every day. I was like, I wished every day had like another hour so I could stuff one more activity into there. So it had us sort of running around, doing things, moving quickly, making fast decisions. And now we're about to slow down, pay attention. We're about to respond to things and no longer react to things. All right. So we have the heart, which is love, and then we have infinity. For some of you, this is this moon. For some of you, you are going to purge or release long-time connections. It says here infinity, unlimited potential, and the heart. So some of you are about to let go or release some intense energies, relationship energies, or things about love. And others of you are going to look around you and figure out, well, you know what? I'm going to wait just a little longer. Things seem to be going slow enough for me in the way that I want them to go. We have imagine solutions and tune out distractions. Absolutely. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have be patient. The P word. For those of you who are a fixed sign, you know the value of patience. If you're a Leo, a Scorpio, a Taurus, or an Aquarius, you know the value of the response rather than reaction. Unfortunately, for those fixed signs, it can mean that we take extra long because we're going over details. We've got destiny. For some of you, that's what's happening here. This is the final purge. It is your destiny to let some things go and realize what really does have 3D value for you. We have card number 18, and 18 is the moon energy, right? We have the palm and destiny. So this is the moon energy. For some of you, you're going to be patient. You're going to wait and see rather than making big decisions. We have commitment. Things are getting serious. Some of you are going to, as I said, Scorpio energy invites you into the deep waters. Some of you will be diving deep and you will be deepening commitments or connections. And what do we have here? We have healing chaos. I like it. I really love it. I want to say here, as we're looking at this here, we have these two cards that have come up together, which is love and imagining solutions. So if you do have a conundrum, I'm going to say, if you have a conundrum going on about some type of a romantic relationship or just someone that you love, it doesn't have to be a romantic. I'm going to say practice patience, right? Give it time. It says here, give it time. We do have this card here. Where did it go? There we go. Let's be patient on the bottom here, right? And so that's really what the fixed signs are about. It's always, y'all, it's always going to be determined by what is in your moon and your rising. But for the most part, this is sort of a sturdy, slow moving, really deep kind of energy. That's what we're looking at here. All right. Let's take a look at some tarot, find out what's going on here. Hopefully my tower doesn't fall. That is like what do you call that? It's like a double-edged sword. Like, I hope my tower doesn't fall, but tower is mercy. You know what I mean? Okay, anyways, being silly by myself. So let's take a look at some tarot here. Tell me what we need to know about. Some of you, there is a potential for you to have some enlightenment. So what I want to say about that is for some of you, you are going to get the software upgrade, the body upgrade, as they call it, the software upgrade, right? So I feel like you are going to be ascending. Look into your ascension symptoms. For some of you, you might think you're having a cold or you feel a flu coming on. Check out your ascension symptoms. It will feel like that. It's like it will be with you for a while. You'll be stuffy and sort of feeling lagged and want to lay down, and then all of a sudden it'll be gone. So give it time, be patient. For some of you, I feel like give it time is telling me that there is love coming and you need to be patient about that. Everything is in divine timing and that you need to let things flow, which means mind your business. That's what it means. Don't be yelling at the universe because you don't have what you want. It's time to flip it and look within and figure out what it is that you can release. Maybe you've got some blocks, right? All right. Tell me about tarot, please, for the collective. Collective, I'm going to do this read for all the signs. So I'm going to call out the signs and symbols as you need to hear them or see them. In order to know what's going on here, please put on your intuitive hat and you will figure out with your own intuition and perception about what's going on here. Find out what's going on here. Tell me about the collective, please. Tell me about the collective. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. We've got the Fool. Somebody is having a new beginning with some reciprocity here. Feels like there's about to be some contact or something that is about to be settled. That's what it feels like. Something's about to be settled in the 3D. To me, I see this as, of course, giving somebody what they give to you, but also, we've got people with their hands out here, and it's almost like for some of you, you'll be settling debts. You'll be settling whatever it is that has to do with your financials. Maybe it's time you're putting the last payment on something. For some of you, it's that, and it's going to allow you to have some sort of a new beginning. It's like you're lightening the load. It's like you're paying off debt, or you're getting rid of, I owe that person $20, or, and it could be people coming to you for the same thing. Maybe you've loaned money, and it feels like there is going to be a lightening of the pockets, I want to say, and in a good way. In a good way. I think for some of you, you've been in a position where it feels like everybody wants something every time you turn around, whether it's the lights or the gas in the car, or the heat they're heating your house with, or now it's time to buy groceries again. Gosh, groceries are so expensive here in Canada. I feel like I'm just like living here just to pay to eat here some days. So the Seven of Cups is here. I feel like the Seven of Cups is telling me that there is some confusion, or possibly it's somebody has their back to the illusion. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So it does feel like somebody is about to put some really hard work in something that really confused them. For some of you, it's financial. That maybe you're just going to get a hold of it finally. You're going to look at it, go over the details, take the deep dive into the financials, find out, where am I spending my money? Am I buying too many coffees during the week? Am I eating out too many times during the week? It feels like somebody is about to go over their money. We do have quite a few pentacles here. And we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups. So I want to say for some of you, your financials are going to become far clearer, because I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is telling me, with the Virgo energy, is that it's time to go over the details. It's time to get a spreadsheet, put everything in there. What are you spending every month? And projecting what you're going to be able to save and what you have to spend. And so you're prepared for anything that might come up in future months. So the Seven of Cups can be confusion, also illusion. And for some of you, maybe you have an illusion that your finances are built fine. But, when it comes to the end of the month, or if something surprising comes up, that's when we get into this Five of Swords energy here. So we do have the King of Pentacles, and I feel like that's kind of what this reading is about. It is about Taurus, right? That's Taurus energy. Also Virgo and Capricorn. Please remember that this is a collective reading. It is general, right? But we do have a lot of pentacle energy. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, we've got Aries here. We've got Pisces, Cancer, we've got water, right? Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio energy. And then we've got some Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy as well. I feel like for some of you, you're fighting the finances. It's time to get them in order. Like we have the Five of Swords here. And it feels like maybe for some of you, you've put things on the back burner. It's almost like it causes conflict and battles, maybe financial battles, whether that is with the company you owe it to, or the company that owes it to you, or with a friend or a family member, or maybe within the household. But it feels like there's some conflict here that needs to be looked at. It might be because ego looks like, I need 40 pairs of shoes and not 2. I need 55 purses and not 1. Or I need 2 purses, but I need to spend $5,000 on one. It might look like that. So it's kind of a conflict. You want to be the King of Pentacles, but it looks like maybe there is some inner turmoil going on, it feels like. I feel like it's you I'm talking to who's gonna start with the 1 pentacle. I feel like you're going to get the spreadsheet or whatever it is, however you're going to organize it. And it's time to start looking at how the pentacles are building one by one by one. For some of you, you do have a new beginning that's coming. There is a reciprocal energy here, and it's not just about money. It's about the 3D. It also could be about someone who is an earth energy or a fire energy possible. But the Fool is is taking very little with them when they go into the new cycle. The new cycle is the Fool. It is zero because it is nothing, but it is the potential of everything. So I feel like for some of you, you're going to have the potential to make a lot of money coming up here. That's what it feels like. For you, you're going to take a deep dive into something and you're going to find it, purge it, bring it to the surface and realize that it's a money-making idea. For others of you, if you are looking at this relationship related, some of you could be dealing with someone who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Aries. It feels like there could be a new start of maybe giving someone a little bit of your energy, or maybe they're going to give you a little bit of theirs. Let's see what else is going on here. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles, please, for the collective. Give it time. The enlightenment is coming, my friend. And for some of you, I feel that means that you will see things differently after this energy settles for you. That you are going to see things for what they actually are. It's a very intense time. It is. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles, please. We've got the Emperor. Ooh, King of Swords and the Ace of Cups. What? All right. So for some of you, you think that it's over. You think that there's nothing to be said here. No. We're not going to talk about feelings. We haven't spoken about feelings. There's nothing to be said here. It's got to be over. I'm sure it is. Some of you are getting clarity on what you no longer need, what you're cutting out, and it might be these little relationships. I'm going to say with the Page of Cups in the reverse, the Page of Cups in the reverse is like you really are looking over. I always like to liken it to the Facebook list. And it's like, you know what? People sometimes they just want to be in the white surveillance van on your social media, just kind of poking their nose in and watching what they're doing. I think you're going to find those people, and I feel like the clarity's coming and you're going to cut them out. The ones who really don't give you energy, don't give you kindness, don't give you love, the ones you keep reaching out to that left you on red, that's what it feels like is future energy here. But we do have the Emperor, Six of Pentacles. For some of you, the Emperor is the one who is thinking about or wanting to give you some sort of reciprocal energy, possibly with a new beginning. But I feel like it could be confusing. It's like a confusing time. This Emperor won't go forward unless they know they're going to win. This is the Conqueror, right? This is the one that leads the whole empire into battle if needed. And the Emperor is not going to take a chance or a risk. This is the Conqueror. This is the boss. This is the one who's running the entire empire. People take their step forward because the Emperor has told them to. So it really does feel like there is somebody here who's going to make a really big decision, but they're not going to make the decision if they don't think they're going to win. So the Emperor is making a decision, I feel, here to give reciprocity. And the reciprocal nature of this is going to be communication. It feels like the Emperor is wanting to be very clear with someone about what this reciprocity means. And what I mean by that is, for some of you, this is not love at all. For some of you, this is somebody who is your boss, or somebody who is a patriarch in your family, a grandfather or an older brother, maybe a father. This is masculine leaning energy, but there's also feminine energy here. Don't get confused by the men on the cards. So it could be feminine or masculine. So the King of Swords is the one that demands attention, demands respect. They kind of, and they don't do it by saying, hey, you better respect me, you better believe me, you better be clear with me. They don't do that. It's just their presence, the presence that they bring to a room. So I feel like for some of you that this Emperor has been thinking about this Ace of Cups here. So somebody is probably going to get some reciprocal energy from an Emperor or a King of Swords about the Ace of Cups. I do believe it's the Emperor who is going to give clarity about the Ace of Cups. Now, I don't know if that Ace of Cups is beginning with you, or maybe this person's coming in to tell you that they're in a relationship with somebody else. But you are going to get clarity on the Ace of Cups. So somebody's going to get clarity about what's going on. Why is the Fool here, please? The Fool is here because of the Ace of Wands, the Six of Cups, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. Very interesting. So the brand new beginning is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is exciting. It's a brand new, passionate path, something I always wanted to do. I'm finally going to step off the ledge. I'm going to take the leap of faith, and I'm going to go down that path that I've always wanted to go down. Because there's a lot of history here. There's like somebody on this path that the Emperor or the King of Swords, or the Fool, by the way, might have history with. That there is, it feels like it's like an old feeling of passion. It's like this Emperor is looking for this old feeling of passion again. Because this Emperor, I feel, has nostalgic feelings or is remembering a time of passion. We do have the Ten of Pentacles, which tells me that I feel like somebody here is headed into a new chapter of a lot of finances. It does feel financial for a lot of you. The Ten of Pentacles is all of it, right? It's the bag of money dropped on your head. It's the promotion, the new job that pays more. It is a long-term relationship, whatever it is that is abundant for you. And it does feel like the new beginning is very passionate. And I don't mean that in a love sense. Like, it can be absolutely for some of you, but remember, this reading is your perception. So for some of you, it's going to be about love. For others of you, it's going to be a new exciting opportunity, something possibly that you are familiar with, that you learned in the past already. You have memories of it, and it feels like the Fool is pointing towards, if you can see that the Fool is pointing towards this Ace of Cups. So it does feel like it is something that you love. There is, for some of you, a new passionate, loving path that is going to open up with the Emperor or the King of Swords. Tell me why the Seven of Cups is here, please. What is confusing? There might be an illusion. It might be a lot of opportunities of emotion as well. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. But it feels like it comes to you all at once, and it's quite confusing. We do have the Three of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Star. For some of you, I feel that there is somebody charging in. They could be somebody who is a fire sign. They don't have to be. Fire signs are Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Could be an Aquarius as well. We do have the Star here. But what I want to say is that somebody here is confused about the Three of Swords. So it looks like the confusion or the overwhelm stems from something that is disappointing, something that is heartbreaking. Somebody keeps thinking about something that keeps breaking their heart over and over again. We do have the Knight of Wands. This could be somebody who's charging in. Absolutely, it could be. And if it is, it's somebody who is usually there for the passion, somebody who doesn't give much in terms of stability. They're not really a person who wants to settle down. They are somebody who is very brave and goes and gets what they want, but they don't necessarily stay there because they're always looking for the next thing, right? So if it's romance, it's the first handhold, the first kiss. They always need the fire. They always need the excitement of the chase. And it does feel like there's some type of heartbreak. The heartbreak could be with the Knight of Wands, but I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's been heartbroken by the Knight of Wands. Somebody who you're very attracted to, makes you feel very desired. And this person, I feel, is coming in to try and heal something with you. It feels like this person is either you are their wish fulfillment or they are your wish fulfillment. And it feels like somebody here is coming in to try and even things up or make things right. Trying to she's pouring water from both of these chalices, right? So it's like pouring them at the same time is really important. It feels like somebody has had maybe an awakening or a realization, because she does have, this star at the forehead, right? The third eye. Tell me about this King of Pentacles, please. So we do have Aquarius energy here as well. We have Aries energy. I did say Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini energy. Tell me about Taurus, please. We do have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Page of Swords. So I want to say for some of you, you might be struggling with finances. And it came out at the very beginning, right? That's what I was feeling. For some of you, I feel like you've been struggling with finances and you need more knowledge. You need to become a student of the game. But for some of you, you're not down for it. For some of you, you're at the Two of Swords and you're like, look, I know my own finances. Don't tell me what to do. I know what I'm doing, but I honestly don't think it's working for you. I feel like this is the goal. I feel like the goal is to be the King of Pentacles. And it is to have things balanced. And, this is Taurus energy. And so we are in Taurus season. It's somebody who's looking over the kingdom. That's what it feels like. The king is looking over the kingdom, figuring out what is valuable, what is not valuable, right? That Scorpio energy is having you take a deep dive into your 3D world to try and figure out what's going on. For some of you, you're going to realize that the Five of Pentacles is where it's at, that you've been really struggling to make ends meet, and it's probably not anything that you're doing wrong for most of you, because the economy is crazy across the world, right? The Five of Pentacles tells me that somebody is feeling in lack, feeling on the outside looking in, like maybe you don't have enough information. Maybe it's time to enroll in a business class, or a class that maybe it's time to get a financial planner. It feels like, this is Aquarius energy. And I always say that Aquarius is never okay with knowing what is on the surface. They see a boat and the boat is floating. They don't just want to know why the boat's floating, but what's it going to take to sink it? What's going on in the engine room? Like, Aquarius is really curious, right? So I feel like somebody here needs to become very curious, or a student of the game, instead of being stubborn kind of and saying, no, don't give me your feedback. I don't need to know what you're telling me. I feel like somebody here keeps doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And so this energy here is telling you, stop blocking yourself, right? We got the Two Swords here. Stop blocking yourself, that it's time for you to ask questions, get clarity, be curious. And I feel like it works out for you as the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, of course, is the one who is the provider. You could be the provider in your family, but maybe you want to become a provider of a family. Maybe you want to get your finances in order before you go out there and find anyone to share your life with. But it does feel like somebody here is about to have some sort of a triumphant moment of clarity, that they've got more to learn about their finances in order to make them bigger. Because look, the Ten of Pentacles is here, but dropping more money on someone is not going to make someone rich. If you've got a little bit of money, you need to know how to make that money work for you, right? You need to know how to make your finances work for you. You can dump a bunch of money on someone, but if they're careless with their finances, they're going to burn through that money in no time flat. Tell me why the Five of Swords is here. We have the Moon energy is in the reverse. We have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Nine of Swords. Something's coming to the surface. Yep, and so that's the Scorpio energy. This is Pisces and Cancer, but that's the Scorpio influence. Taking a deep dive and purging what you don't want. And I feel like for some of you, it's going to come out in the Five of Swords. It's going to come out as conflict and disagreement. I feel like as you take a deep dive, whether it's in love, in money, or in relationship, whatever's in your 3D, I feel like somebody here is going to take a deep dive, and it's not going to be fun. You're going to come up to the surface with less people or money or situation around you than you did when you did the deep dive. I feel like you're about to cut some things out, and some people are just going to throw their swords in the air. Maybe it's you. You're just going to throw your swords and say, look, I don't even want to be in this place with your ego. I don't want to have these differences and battles with you anymore. So we do have the Moon energy, and it tells me something's coming to the surface. The Moon energy for me in the reverse is the Sun. So there is a spotlight that's being put on some of these relationships that have been contentious, that have been strained and hard to deal with. This could be a parent. This could be a friend. It could be in your relationship with somebody else. And so I feel like this full moon is telling me that somebody is about to get into some words with somebody, and they're about to purge some energy. And the moon here tells me that you're not expecting it. You're not expecting it, but it will come to the surface. And it is the full moon that is responsible for the ends of chapters, right? We do have the Queen of Wands. For some of you, it could be with the Queen of Wands. This is somebody here who is very tenacious. You could be the Queen of Wands, right? Very tenacious, very independent, does their own thing, has their own path, master manifester, an entrepreneur. And so I feel like there are some things that are coming to the surface. For some of you, you might be purging some things from your business. You might be deciding that you're paying that one too much, and I don't really need that person looking over. Maybe you're going to fire somebody, right? And I don't mean like from your business. I mean like maybe you need a different accountant or a different tax person or something like that. It feels like somebody here who might be an entrepreneur who's very independent, making their own decisions, is about to purge, like a big purge. The moon in reverse is about to figure out what's going on here down under the surface, and it's going to cause a fight. It's going to cause arguments, maybe in relationships, but but maybe in your business world or at the workplace, something like that. It's very worrisome because you know if you bring this stuff to the surface, you're going to have to be accountable for why, right? But it's better than leaving it under the surface. Somebody here that's viewing this is stuck in a cycle. And to me, this is being stuck in a cycle of worry and anxiety. Something here is making you really anxious, and I think it's whatever is stuck in the moon energy. So the Scorpio energy is asking you, is inviting you into the dark waters, the deep waters, to really take a deep dive, to find out whatever it is that's down there that's really irritating you, Five of Swords, and making you feel worried. So I think for some of you, you could be the Queen of Wands, but for others of you, I feel like the Queen of Wands presence here is saying, go get it. Go do it. Stop putting it off. Because this is the queen that takes action, right? We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Please tell me why the Eight of Pentacles is here. There's a lot of hard work that's coming up for some of you, because I feel like your deep dive is all about what you don't need, and it's going to be hard to let some of it go. It's going to be a lot of hard work. All right. Well, the Eight of Pentacles does tell me that somebody here is ready to work on something. So whether it's at work or whether this is hard work or you're working on yourself, maybe it's some self-mastery, it feels like there's some hard work going on. Somebody's really going over the details of what we need and what we don't need. And we have the Eight of Wands. Somebody's taking their shot with someone romantically here. Somebody is going to send some type of message or take their shot in romance here. And we do have the Four of Pentacles. It is somebody who's been trying to do that for a while, but has been shut off and shut down. It's time for somebody to say something here. Tell me more about this. We've got the Hanged Man. So whoever you are in the Hanged Man energy. It feels like you are in a place of sacrifice, and you know that you must sacrifice whatever's down below, that it's not been working for you, that you've put on the back burner, or that you've been ignoring. It's time for you to really look at it in the face. And I feel like the Hanged Man is going to bring you face to face with your own intuition. And I feel what you're going to realize is that there is some romantic feelings here for someone. They could be a Sagittarius or a Pisces. Tell me what the outcome is here, please. What else do we need to know? We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. So I want to say whatever you want is coming. The wish fulfillment is here. Whatever you want is going to arrive, but I think it's going to be a lot of hard work for you. I feel like you need to put in the hard work. This isn't something that just arrives and it's like, oh, look, now we get to ride off into the sunset. I don't think that's how it works. Whether it's money, work, your home life, or a relationship. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, and it is again telling you, please take your time, move slow. It is Taurus season, and with the Scorpio energy as well, they both move slow, strategically, looking over things, being very logical and sort of compliant about what needs to happen in order to grow. The Seven of Pentacles is here, and I feel like you're going slow because you're wondering how much more energy you want to put into any of this, no matter what your scenario is. And I feel like what's coming in here is some information that's going to help you bring some of this crap to an end here. We've got the Ten of Swords, and it's not going to be easy, my friends. We've got the Two of Swords. Whatever you've been putting on the back burner, ignoring, not seeing for what it really is about to come to the surface, and you're about to end some stuff. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here, but look, I always say the Wheel of Fortune's here. It is fortunate things, divine timing, right? We've got it here. Give it time. Everything is divine timing. Let things flow. There is some sort of enlightenment. For some of you, it's love. There is a love of a lifetime coming in, and the Wheel of Fortune is here to bring it all to you. But the Wheel of Fortune is first going to piss you off because it's all about change, right? There's got to be, all of these changes have to happen in order for you to be able to get the benefits of the Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah, you better think about it. I'm just going to say, the Hermit's here. You're going to have a lot of thinking to do. All right. Tune out the distractions, my friends. It's time to imagine solutions, and that's what we like to do here at Ten of Cups Tarot. We're not here with the problems. We're here with the solutions. So go forward. Find your solutions. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, my friends, for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm up for now, but I'll be back. Like with a lot of bonus reads, I'll be back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.